guys, I know you Spurs supporters, you're going to just have a go at me because I'm an Arsenal supporter. This isn't having a dig. This is just talking. It's an opinion and just saying what I think without the digs. You keep going on about Daniel Levy being the problem. Well, actually, come off it. Let's just look at Postecoglou. Why is he getting off scot-free with most of you? Don't get it. You are playing a team that hasn't won for 6 or 7 games. Can't remember the exact. They've got on their bench. They're not playing players like Buonanotte, like Mavropanos, who's a great player, like McAteer. They've still got Skip, one of your old players, not the greatest, but a digger, and Cody. They're all on the bench, so they haven't got what I would say is their best 11. They're 1-0 down to you at half time. They're playing away, and you lose 2-0. Well, come off it, guys. Why? Look at your team. You talk about your injuries, everyone getting tired. Look at you. Let's go through that, for instance. Your forward line, what's wrong with that? You've got Kulusevski and Son up front. They're your first 2 players. And Solanke's injured. Yeah, I'll give you that. That's a big problem. But you got Richarlison, who scored the goal, Brazilian international. Come on, that's not a bad swap. It seriously isn't. That's a good forward line, for gosh sake. Midfield. Who's your first team midfield? Bentancur? Yeah. Bergvall? Yeah. Sarr or Busuma? One of those. I don't know, but one of them's on the bench, one of them's playing. That's your best midfield. Hold on. And Gray, who you've been playing, and he's a great little player. Maddison's not there. Maddison's not even on your bench. I accept you're missing a midfield player. But whose fault is that? Maddison's. There's something going on there. We know that. He's a little bit sore, a little bit tired from the previous games, played too many games. He missed a few games. What do you mean he's too sore? There's a little problem, is there, between him and Ange Postecoglou? That's the rumour. We don't know. But your midfield's not that bad. It's near enough your first team midfield. Bergvall, Basuma or Sarr, but you've got them available there. Bentancur and Gray. So let's face it, your midfield, just your forward line, you're winning 1-0. It's basically your first team. And I'm not getting into this, Maddison. I don't think he's had a great season for you. And I think basically him and Angie have got a problem there. Yeah, your defence, you've got a problem. I accept you've got a problem. Your first team fullback is there. I think you've got a better goalkeeper, actually, than Vicario, because I think he's mistake made to happen all the time. Dragusin, good centre-half, actually. He is. We wanted him, but you went and got him and we didn't blasted by him. This is where I think the other centre-half. But then that's Angie's problem. He's been playing Gray, a 5'2", 18-year-old, playing at centre-half. OK, this time he didn't. He played Davis, who's proven time and again that he's not good enough at centre-half. He's not tall, strong, big in the air. So I accept that's a problem. But then if he keeps playing Gray or Davis in that centre-half position, why? When they're not good enough. You've got a guy called Basuma, who's, he's a big old strong lad. He's a midfield player. He doesn't let much go. I tell you, he's a strong old boy, reads the game well. Why not try him? Because Gray and Davis are not good enough. For gosh sake. If I can see, maybe you should have tried Basuma, who's big, strong, tall, can tackle well, reads the game well, midfield player. Why don't Angie try him there? He's on the bench, for gosh sake. Now, you're 1-0 up. And that's not such a bad team that I picked out. It's not. Put Basuma back there. As far as I'm concerned, you can talk about the injuries all the time, but you're not going to go down because you're 8 points above sort of, the next team in trouble, sort of Ipswich, Wolves, Leicester. You're playing a really poor Leicester side. Whatever anyone says, they are bad, okay? And you've lost to them. You can blame Levy all you want. He spent loads of money. You can blame him all you want. But he spent money. And he spent more than Bournemouth. They're doing quite well. I think you spent more than Nottingham Forest. And they're doing quite well. So, I can forget the top 5-6 teams. Forget the City, the Chelsea, the Arsenal, the Liverpool, and even United, who might spend more, etc. You've spent more and you pay more than most of those other teams. Why are you languishing down in 15th place? Your tactics, mate. Don't keep blaming Levy. Your tactics are appalling. Your team choice is appalling. It really is. And that is down to the manager. So stop saying it's, you just want to keep blaming Levy. My gosh, look at your manager. He talks the talk, but he's now making excuse after excuse after excuse. He picks the team, okay? He picks the gung-ho tactics. 1-0 up at half-time against a team that's got no confidence, away from home, and, they haven't won a game. So look nearer to the real problem, the manager. I'm not saying Levy doesn't take some blame, but stop clearing it for Ange Postecoglou. He's not good enough for Premier League. He's just not. And we've seen that time and time again. Brendan Rodgers came down, had a bit of a season, and then died a death. He's gone back up to Scotland. Easy there. Gerrard, when, did well up there, come down here, couldn't do it. And he's not made it over in sort of the Middle East. So sorry, Angie. You're a nice guy, but you're not good enough. It's about time Spurs supporters got off the back of Levy. Okay, you don't want to take his money from you, and then turn around and say get Angie out. It's tactics. Tell me where I'm wrong, Spurs. I shouldn't be supporting you. Some of my best mates are Spurs supporters, and they're getting frustrated. Football Chat Uncensored. Let's have a decent conversation rather than stop picking on our team. I'm not. I'm talking about your team. It's my opinion. If you can't see, if you're blind, carry on. Let him be there. Let him carry on playing these tactics. It's nuts. Love playing gung-ho football. Oh dear. Football Chat Uncensored. Just frustrate me that nobody can see through him.